My name is Arland Love. I am the theater systems designer here at the Majestic Theater in Corvallis, Oregon. This all started out with Tom from Luxium coming by with one of the first generation LED PAR retrofits. Well, the battery light is this. It's called a ZIBA. There's a few things about it that are pretty neat. I like the standard double yoke, so it can stand up on itself if you needed to. But also I found different mounting applications of putting these inside of set pieces, for example, because not only are they battery powered, but the DMX is wireless. So I can put it in a set piece with no cables. I'm incredibly happy with how it doesn't get hot. I can put it inside of anything and not have to worry about it overheating, melting itself, damaging a set piece, or burning a person. It's a lot of peace of mind. One thing that I really love about it is that it will run in full color change mode or doing anything I'd like it to for up to 10 hours. I mean, that's dynamite. They will operate on wall power if we need them to. And the enclosures are not waterproof, but wet location rated. Luxium has created a product that is lightweight. It doesn't get overly hot, even when we have all of the colors at full for the entire 10-hour span of the battery life. I've actually gotten about 18 hours of runtime out of these from time to time, depending on the temperature and ambient conditions. In comparison to some other battery-powered LEDs on the market, for instance, a 6-pack of these with chargers, etc. in a box, you'd be 45, maybe 50 pounds if you had some extra stuff in there. Competition, you're looking at nearly double that. Over 100 pounds for a 6-pack of lights. I dotted these guys underneath bushes and throughout all over the place.
Oh, that's great.
Giving bright amber from one side, magenta, and then that ultraviolet simulated purple that I was telling you about. The entire backyard turned out to be just, I mean, look at the multicolor reflection off the disco ball. Right. One thing you'll notice about the front of this is there's a sealed piece of plastic to help with that wet location rating so that no light can get, or no water rather, can get into the light engine. Luxium has developed some light shaping filters, as we're familiar with, for LSF, for LED use. And it's necessary rather than just a piece of diffused gel that we would use with a standard light, because we have multiple light sources rather than just one. And with a standard piece of diffusion, you'll end up with multiple color shadows, or pixeling as it's referred to. The light shaping filters are really fantastic because they sit right inside of this ring. So it gives us versatility with these fixtures to use them as a spotlight, or a wash light, or a highlight. I mean, many different facets. Just in this room, we have 18 of them installed. It was pretty important to have a proper rainbow from one side to the other, but how do you do that in a sanctuary with 30-foot tall stained glass windows in the middle of June? Well, use really bright LEDs. The Bluetooth app is incredibly helpful to be able to tell if the light is in standalone or DMX mode. Is it set to turn on with a specific color or color fade or function in mind, or should it just turn on and be in standby? I really love that the folks at Luxium are privy to how light works, and not just how light travels and how it works, but what can we do to change our eyes' perception of that light digitally. And this is where LEDs really change the game. It's marvelous in so many respects. The fact that I can take it by itself, stand it up on its own, turn a switch on the bottom, and use my cell phone to set it and forget it is incredible. Especially if I'm a performer or a DJ or anywhere where we need just a few fixtures to really bring that extra highlight. I mean, for context, okay? If I was going to bring an incandescent PAR can to do something as bright as this, and then you put gel in front of it, which filters color and brightness out, so, it's gonna be 3 times as big, 10 times as hot, and a lot heavier to almost do as good a job. It's a nerd's dream, really. That's a stage that's 12 feet deep and 24 feet wide, lit with 6 ZIBAs.
Wow.
Right? And it gave us a really wonderful look, even with a full band on stage. The richness of the tones and the colors involved. I got a lot of phone calls that following week. As much as we like to think, oh, this is great, but if only they'd done this, I don't find myself doing that with these fixtures. It's not necessary. And frankly, if we don't need to fix it, then why try? Let's just use it and have a good shot.